wish you knew me better, but you really don't. And it's like every time I get up, I'm just trying to cope. I gotta roll another L up, will you try and smoke? Alright, then I'ma get...
Hey guys, and welcome to TimewithTemi, where every week you get to spend a little bit of time with me in the realness that is my brain. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if you haven't been here before, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that jazz, and let's just get straight into the video today. So if you guys are like really into fashion like me, like I'm different. If you're really into fashion, I think everyone's kind of just really aware of the resurgence that Y2k fashion is having at the moment. Like, you know me, I will scream from the hilltops, I'm a 90s babe. 90s babe. I'm a 90s babe. I'm a 90s baby. I will. But if I'm honest, if we're honest, I was only there for 2 years. So 2000s fashion also had a really big like play and impact onto like how I style myself personally. So I found it really interesting seeing how like Y2k and early 2000s, late 90s fashion is kind of, it's recycling. And that's really what fashion does a lot of the time. Like, and I think with just like everything in life, a lot of things get recycled, a lot of things come back again, and we reimagine it and we like zhuzh it up a little bit. And then I remember one time I was on TikTok and I saw, what was it? I saw this guap video where this girl said this thing.
Kind of sick of a lot of like Pinterest girls. With Y2k fashion,
let's go.
It's an essence. You either have it or you don't.
Which basically, long story short, she was like, you might be able to wear the Y2k clothes and dress in the early 2000s fashions, but like if you don't got it, you like the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Clearly you're not that girl. And to some extent, I get what she was saying. Now me, I'm not gonna gatekeep Y2k fashion because I'm not the creator of it. However, I understand what she is saying, because sometimes I think, and you know what, I could be a culprit of this. I could be a victim of this too. But sometimes we hop onto trends and we do this, that, and the third, and then we don't really think about how we're styling our pieces or where our inspiration comes from, and I think, oh, my Chapters earrings, they were moving a little bit, but follow Chapters and that. I'm gonna get these in silver, by the way. But I think when it comes to me personally, when I style and when I think about clothes, there are so many different like factors that are really, really important to me. And I think how I want to do this is that I want to break it down into like 3 sections, because I kind of want to make this a series to help myself get back into the flow of filming and stuff and just enjoying the creative space that I'm in. So the first one is going to be music, the second is going to be hair, and then the third is going to be like pop culture. So the first way that I'm going to break it down is with music. Now to me, and the way that I create as well, if none of you know, a lot of the times if I'm coming up with like visual concepts or just random things that I flipping chuck onto this channel, it always starts with music. Whenever I've come up with like a visual or something that excites me, it always starts like with music, because I think music is a really integral part as to how I dress myself, because I was raised on like late 90s, early 2000s R&B and hip hop, and that's how I always say I like to dress. I don't know if I'm achieving that essence. I don't know if I'm doing that, but I'm trying. And that's kind of how like I carry all of my aesthetics and how I create a lot of things. So I heard this song, I can't say recently because obviously I've been having anxiety about filming, so I never actually filmed this on time. Maybe like 2 months ago, there's this song by Trevor Spitter. I'm gonna check. I was right, by Trevor Spitter. But I heard this song on TikTok when he hadn't finished, like, I don't know if he hadn't finished like making it, or it was just like in its early process of its early stages of it being made. But he like released like a little snippet, maybe like 13 seconds, and I was like, this is my song. And it made me think of like Pharrell. And I don't know why, when I think back to that moment, like it's not very like Pharrell-esque in its sound, but I don't know how to describe this, because this is very like an internalized nostalgic memory that's in my brain that only I will understand when I say this. But there was something in like early 2000s music that was very bouncy, like in the way that you danced and kind of like how the music was produced and how the beat was made. It was very bouncy, and it like created this, and it just created this kind of like movement in my head that was just the bounce. And that's where my concept for this first part of the video came from. I sound dumb. The bounce. Because you know when that song Bust Down Tatiana, that when that first came out, and the guys would be doing it's like that. That's how I picture it, like that kind of bouncy movement. Coming with like phase 1, step 1 of how I'm like thinking about Y2K and that hip hop era, and it was an amazing time. Mini skirts, bedazzling, gold jewelry, thin eyebrows. I can't do that anymore, but like still thin eyebrows, that whole aesthetic, that whole feel, that whole vibe that influences how I dress and how my 90s aesthetic was kind of built, as well as like TV. Like, I know we're talking about music, but like Slashing's TV, very Disney as well. Like that Disney early 2000s era, that skirt on top of the jeans, that had me in a chokehold. And when I discovered leggings, I was genius. So I've created this little visual inspired by Travis Bitter's song. I'll make a whole separate video so you can just see the visual on its own, and like, I guess I can appreciate that in its glory and just like I'm super talented. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoy it. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up so I know that I'm making content that you enjoy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, all of that stuff so you enjoy it. This is going to be part 1, which is just me exploring music and how music inspires me. So then part 2 is going to be all about hair. But I enjoyed the time we've got spent with you. I hope you enjoyed the time we've got spent with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Ugh, I hate these people. Ugh.
Take this word and flip it and it's spinning like a cyclone. Girl, it's way too up for me to lie low, yeah, oh yeah. Baby, we could die tonight and I know you don't wanna die alone. Might as well just pull up for the ride home. We can hit the gas and just ride slow, yeah, oh yeah. Just pull up on me, girl, just pull up on me, yeah. Don't keep it low key, girl, just leave it on me. Just saw you in a dream with me, we was dancing on beat. See it in the air right now. Know you feel it with me. Yeah, know you feel it with me. Just pull up on me, girl, just pull up on me. Yeah, don't keep it low key, girl, just leave it on me. Just saw you in a dream with me. We was dancing on beat. See it in the air.